Good morning, people. I just woke up. And I woke up hearing this song, and I guess this is today's lesson. I'm still learning, but. Sorry, hold on. I know, I shouldn't smoke. It's not good for me. But yet. Anyways, back to story. I woke up hearing this old song. I mean, yeah, okay, I'm gonna predate myself. This song is called This is the Journey into Sound. It's an 80s song, if you want to look it up. Anyways, and then the frequency of Gaia is rising. Conscious level is rising. Okay. So I had to look it up. I wanted to be perfectly aligned with this. So maybe this is something people need to think about. I don't know. Maybe I'm just early on this, or... And then there's another story I have to tell you. And this is about your own frequency. She is always on. Okay, it's like this. People in today's world have been conditioned to listen to music. I mean, music's good, don't get me wrong. When you're happy and you're listening to it, that's like a good vibration. But if you listen to sad songs or woe is me songs, I mean, sad songs like literally bring your heart and like make you feel so sad. And then there's like those woe is me songs and it makes you think about life. Those are what I call country songs. I fucking hate country. I shouldn't say I hate it. I just dislike it very much. It's like, you know what? Stop complaining and do something for yourselves. Shit. Son of a bitch. Alright, back to point. And this will coincide. So keep the music in mind and then listen to this and then everything will coincide. And you might call me cruel after this, but it saves me. Because I'm looking at it from a huge or higher perspective. Now, this doesn't mean you need to be cruel. This is about how you let go of your past so you can raise your frequency. Everybody has trials and tribulations in your life. Everybody. And it's how you either hold on to these or let them go. Throughout my life, I know it's going to sound sad, but it's not sad. Yes, I dealt with the pain, but I let it go. So, remember that. These are like threads for people, if you will. When I was a child, I couldn't understand why everybody was cruel to me. I mean, I do now. My sisters were cruel, my brother avoidant, my father never there, my stepfather abusive, like I said the other day. And my friends, I don't know what was wrong with them. It's like conditioning, if you will. And then everybody has their own demons they need to work with. People call, in today's world, it's like the enlightened ones, as I call them, think that the NPCs, or that's what they call them. I don't call people that. I see what's attached to people, but it's because they made choices in their lifetime not to deal with their pain when they should have changed their ways but chose not to. They did bad things to people, hurt people, and then entities attached to people because they chose either money, love, fame, or I mean there's many extenuating circumstances over everything to hurt you intentionally. I mean, you have to walk a fine line, but this is, to me, how I centered myself a long time ago. This is not a woe is me story. This is how, throughout my lifetime, I chose to let go of the pain. And it's also like a journey into sound. It's how you raise your vibration, if you will. And I didn't know what I was doing, but I did it along the way. But I think because of one of my other lifetimes, if you will, I knew that you cannot have human attachments or earthly attachments. You cannot. So you have to choose your pain and how you deal with it. But when someone's put their pain upon you, you don't know how to let go of it. You know, I'm not saying that this is multifaceted, but I'm not saying that do not have a human experience, because that's what you're here for. What I'm saying is don't hold on to the pain. You have to be an alchemist. You have to accept the pain, transmute the pain, and then watch it float away. That's what you have to do. People might call me cruel, but you have to know what's good for you. And if you don't, that's your own journey into sound. That's what I'm gonna call this. So anyways, when I was a child, like I said, I've seen a lot. Went through a lot. I wrote a book. I'll publish it in the future. And then I'll have a follow-up book. But these are my stories, my testimony, if you will, of journeys. Okay, so back to point. So when I was a child, I would see the cruelty in the world, and I would ask always, why don't people help each other? It really bothered me. Oh, wow. A hawk just landed in the tree. I don't know if you could see it. Right up there. Guess I'm on point. Okay. I don't know if you've seen the hawk in the tree, but damn. It flew up. Higher perspective. Anyway, so when I was a child, and I would always ask, why are people so cruel to each other? I couldn't figure it out. I figured it out. This is like a playground for both light and dark, okay? And the more people don't understand this, the more lost they get. There are a lot of negative energies because on the lower realms, and this has the concept. Oh, there it goes. You see it? Right on. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll have to watch it and see if I filmed it. But yeah, they come when I'm getting. Well, thank you for that. That was kind of cool. These negative energies that want to control your mind, and that's sometimes the ego. But there's also outside entities that want to come into you, if you will. And these are the souls that are, what I'm getting is it's twofold. They're playing a part, but yet they're given a choice to upgrade, if you will. Because this is a fucking matrix. So when I was a child, I couldn't figure out why everybody was so cruel to everybody else. I mean, and I've dealt with this all my life. And I see the negative energies in people. And I see why they're doing stuff, okay? And this is when people should step up and say, you know, I don't understand why you're doing that, but I don't appreciate it. But I never used to speak up for myself. I would just watch and watch and watch. I still watch. But you can't change people. People get set in their ways. And this is why the children need to learn young. I'm told to share that. So you need to teach children when they're young to not be mean or cruel, jealous, envious, hateful, being bullies. Because when they're young, if you don't correct them, and I'm not saying beat your children, because that's not a good thing. You talk to them like they're a regular adult, because believe it or not, children are smart. Children are very smart. They see all, just like you do. And they learn from you. So this is how you will break a chain. Hopefully, if you have children. And if they're young adults, you need to still talk to them. Yes, they have their own opinions. Yes, they will think their way is right. But all you have to say is, the choice is yours. You follow your own path. Now, if they choose to go left instead of right, they're going to have that in their mind. Oh, well, maybe I should have listened. And as adults, they still have choices, but you gotta fucking keep saying, the choice is yours. And then one day, when it actually clicks in, they'll remember, I should have listened. Now, when I was a child, I never had that guidance. Nobody ever said the choice is yours. They just tried to put their ways on me. My mother tried to marry me off to someone I didn't want to be married to. So no, I never got married. I've never been married. I don't want to be married. I think companionship is better. Because there are people that come and go in your life. And when you marry someone, you're making a commitment. And you've basically locked your soul into a forever, if you will. You've signed a contract. In the ethereal, believe it or not. And so back to point, and I have other stories, so this is what I'm getting to share. So when I was a child, and I was coming up and people would hurt me, I would walk away. I would give people so many chances. thinking, oh, they'll change, and they never did. And I hope this finds those people too. I truly do. Because now I will enlighten you on why. When the people hurt you over and over again because they think they can, what's happening in it is they have negative energies telling them, oh, it's okay, I'm gonna go, this thing just came to mind, I'm gonna go and steal your boyfriend, or I'm gonna go and fuck your man. Well, guess what's gonna happen? That negative energy is now stuck on you. That entity is stuck on you. And when you leave this plane, you have to go to one of Enoch's. I don't know if you've seen the Book of Enoch, but I had a dream about that before I actually watched it. Prior to watching the Book of Enoch, I dreamt about a place that had 4 doors. I dreamt, and I said this before, about people walking through, and I'm looking at it from a human perspective, where I walked through this hall and I watched people go in and not come back out. And then I also watched it from an ethereal level, where these people get sucked down into these doors, because this is underground. This shit is like underground that they're being held. So I seen that, and now these people, because they chose to do those things, when final judgment comes, their souls will be judged for what they've done. Now, when you don't know something, because there's a lot of issues, when you don't know something, and then when you find out, if you don't walk away, if it's a bad thing, like say a man comes up to you, wants to go out with you, you go out with them, and then you find out they're married, and you don't walk away from that shit, you're in the wrong. Or if your best friend is messing around with a lot of people, like a game player, playing the game, and they're in a committed relationship, they're in the wrong. Now, so when I was young, she's going off. So when I was younger, you know, my siblings, they would not be so nice to me. And then, you know, my mother told me only twice in my life that I can remember that she loved me. You know, ain't that some shit? Anyways, the first time that she told me that she loved me, she also told me that she couldn't show me because of my stepfather. I remember that clearly. And then after that, that's when the cruelty started on her end. So then other stuff happened. I'm not going to go there. I don't want to. But let's say when I finally woke back up at 11, because I think my guardian angels were protecting me. I don't remember the ages from 8 to 11 too well. I have one memory. Other than that, no, I don't. It's like completely blacked out. It's gone. So anyways, when I was 11, after I got kicked out of the church, stupid. It's a godsend, I guess, if you want to say it. Heaven sent, maybe. Good for me. So then after that, I started drinking, and going out and partying. And back then, back then, it's like your parents, as long as you were home by dinner time, before dark, whatever, your parents didn't give a fuck what you were doing. I was hung out with my girlfriends and my girlfriends' mothers because at home I didn't have a mother. Like I said, she chose money over me. That's, I'm pretty sure she loved me in her own way. It's just, you can't blame anybody for what they went through. You truly can't. You can only move forward. And here's the point. So listen to the stories. And so after that, I know I keep babbling. Just deal with it. So then after that, I started like detaching myself, if you will. And this is where a lot of people fail, because they're not detaching. They're not letting go of earthly things. So I started detaching from my family way back when. And I mean, I always loved my family, and just in my own way. I just, I didn't know how to communicate with them because I seen things differently. And so I started detaching, and then finally I couldn't take it anymore after my son got harmed in the same beating fashion from my stepfather that I asked my mother to protect my child when needed. That's a long story. Like I said, I've been through a lot of shit because of people. And these are trials. And so I finally detached from my mother. I said, I asked one simple thing. That was it. Protect my child. And then instead of saying that she wanted to apologize for it or whatever, instead I called, it's a long story, but I had to call some people, tell them sign some paperwork, and then after this, she tried to have my son put into a foster home. Why would someone do that? I don't know. She had her own demons. So now, here we are back to Journey into Sound. That's just one story, so I went through a lot of stuff. I've detached from a lot of people, a lot of places, a lot of faces. Like I said, I've had a life. And then I had my dreams, told me, Spirit said, come here, come here. So I did. I had a choice also, and I'll get back to my journey into sound. I had a choice. And then I found out later on, I had made the right choice, but the wrong move. It's like chess, you have this right choice in your mind, so you make that right choice in your mind, and then you move wrong, even though you see your path, but you still, it's manipulation, and you move left instead of right. But this was not due to my own volition. When you call your child's father and ask your child's father for help, and they don't help you in the way that you need it, and I mean, it's just stupid to me. It's like, when your baby daddy just flat out tells you something stupid, and you keep thinking, oh, and this is where the fucking repeat comes in. Oh, he'll change, he'll help me, he'll do this, he'll do that. Yeah, well, no. It's another manipulation tactic, so that's another story for another day. So back to Journey into Sound now. Okay. Now, here we go. So this is why I tell you to write down everything that you've done in your life. Everything that you can remember. Because these are major choices in your life. You might not remember all the minute stuff, but you remember all your major choices in life. Or your traumatic trials, if you will. Just write everything down. I'm getting to the point. Write your history down. Write a book. A journal. A diary. Whatever. Don't get all fucking he say, she say. Just write down the points and that's it. Because when you put the he say, she say, you're being energetically fucking manipulated because it'll bring up energies that you don't want. Okay? Oh, I need some coffee. So now, I know this is going to be a long one. Hopefully not. Hopefully just like 35 minutes. Maybe 40. So now here you are. You're looking at your past. And you're seeing where you gave your power away. Or you're seeing where you kept your power on paper. Every time you kept your power, that's a journey into sound. You're raising your frequency. I'm thirsty. Please, sweetheart, stop. She bark at anybody who walks by. Oh, there's the neighbor guy. I gotta start working again. It's too hot still. Anyway, so my elbow is hurting holding this phone. So anyways, here we are, your journey into sound. Every time you can walk away from something that's negative or you change your ways, you are raising your frequency, believe it or not. And this is where humans, I think, get it wrong. I'm not judging, I'm just saying there's another way. You have to connect your emotional, your mental, and your emotional body, because your body, believe it or not, holds everything, and you want to release that negativity. I haven't quite mastered it yet. My soul has been, throughout my human experiences, my soul has been hurt. And it's not to my own volition. It's like this entity has followed me throughout my lifetimes. And verbatim, I will follow you wherever you go. The fuck you will. That's what I said. I was told this. And, like, I'm talking to you. That's what I was told. So I said to them, the fuck you will. I'm going with my ancestors and you can go with yours. So. And then they just got a stupid look on their face. I said, believe it or not, I have my genetic line and you have yours. You're going to follow your ancestors. You ain't following me no more. So I verbally told them, you are not following me anymore. That is a chain that you have to break. Believe it or not, it's an energetic tie. And you have your emotional ties. You had your physical ties. And so you have, when you have all three of these with somebody, and these narcissists are following you, and you don't know how to get them out, I'm showing you. Narcissists usually have an entity attachment. Some have invited their darkness into them. That's where you get your killers, your rapists, your child molesters, your cruel people. I mean, there's all different fucking ways. S&M just came to my mind. Those people that do that got some fucking serious shit. I don't know why I was shown that, but okay. That's a control thing. And if people keep doing that shit, you're basically selling your fucking soul. You didn't come here to do that. You came here to break some fucking chains, not be fucking bound in them. So, sweetheart, stop. Alright, so here we are. When you have a soul contract with somebody, that is completely different. That means that you are bound to meet them. And you can get diverted, because I got diverted. A long time ago, I had this guy I really liked when I was in middle school. You know, the crush, the puppy love crush shit. And this person came in and told this person that I was ugly. When I knew I wasn't, I was just really shy. Inverted, if you will. Not anymore, I speak my mind. I broke that fucking habit. Anyway, so I had this crush on this person, and then this other person started this obsession long ago. I thought, and then I was told this specific line. You know, I told him that you were ugly and that he shouldn't go out with you. And this was so long later. I didn't know. And this is how sick this fuck was. He actually ran into this person right after I had my son. And then he brought this person into my house to say, oh, see what I did? This person left so upset, so mad. And I thought that, you know, he just didn't like me. And I seen the look on his face, this other person, when my ex had said this to him, and he was like just livid. And his initials are EF. So, if he sees this, then I apologize. I did not know. But this is what was told to me. Anyway, so, back to point. So now here you are, you're with this narcissistic manipulator. And they haven't dealt with their own fucking shit, their own trauma, and they've already allowed a fucking entity attachment. They don't know what's going on because they're too young to find out. And they don't know how to fight it. Well, I mean, people go through shit. I'm not saying they don't. I know, I've been through shit. Everybody does. In one form or another. And this is your journey into sound. You have to learn how to release all of this pain. Slowly. You have to let go of people, places, and things. And if it takes time, then it takes time. But during this time, you cannot be hateful. Yes, you can recall. But don't have any emotion attached to it. Okay? You have to release the emotion attached to it. I mean, yes, you have emotions. You have feeling in your body. And it's reactive. And this is another thing you have to learn how to let go of. So, people call me cruel, but... So, when I was young, I started detaching from people. One by one. I got tired of people hurting me. And they do it over and over. Sleep with other people's boyfriends. Sleep with my boyfriends. You know, hide who they are. manipulate the situation. Oh, you know what? You look cute. But then change your clothes because that doesn't look cute on you when they fucking knew it did. So it's like, be the ugly person beside me, you know. And I was never one of those people. I always said, oh, that looks so cute on you. And I would leave it at that. I would never fucking try to talk somebody into changing their clothes into something more, a little less shiny. I'm always, sport your shit, girl. You do you, son. You know? And son's not my son. That's just what we used to say back in the day. Anyway, so. I know, I sound old. But I am old. But young at the same time. So now here we are, going on 36 minutes. My point is if you're not happy or if you're in a situation that you can't get out of, you gotta go within, because this is how people lock you into their fucking bullshit, and you have to fucking let it go. Now, if you're with a cheater, let it go. You know what? You are a queen if you're going through that, or a king if you're going through that. But remember, if you're in a situation you can't get out of and you have to dig yourself out of it, be a king, be a queen, be an empress, be an emperor. Own that shit. Say, okay, I know you did it. You keep on doing you. I'm gonna do me now. Walk away. Even if it takes you time to walk away, even if you have children and you have to wait till your children are grown, then you walk the fuck away. Let them do them. Oh, I'm not gonna do that anymore. Oh, I swear I won't do that anymore. I'm sorry. Get the fuck over it. They will never change. Once it's in their system, it's in their system. And they have their little entities attached to them. I'm telling you, succubus and incubus demons are not a fucking lie. This is a matrix, but yet there are demons. So you just can't fucking see them. But then this is their playground, and they come out to play. So, and I've seen a lot of them. I've seen the shadows that attach to people, so I've seen the demons in people's eyes. I've seen the demons attached to people. Yeah, so anyways. And if someone hits you and hurts you and you bleed, that's a definite no-go. Blood sacrifices against your will are a no-go. So every time a man or a woman bleeds because of someone else, that someone else, that's kind of getting a little witchy, but I'm telling you right now, if a woman hits you or scratches you and you bleed, that's a no-go, because that's against your free will. That's against your sovereign being. You did not want it, and so their soul's just been marked when they do that. That's what I was just shown. That is a point of no return. And that's when you need to break it. Say no more. No more, no more. No more chances. Take your love and go. Because that was never the person for you in the first place. You can't change them. You never will. Even if you have children with them, bide your time or get a divorce. Take your children. Because if they did that to you, what are they going to do to your children? Period. Take pictures, go to court, get divorced. I fear for my children, whatever. It's not a manipulation tactic, it's a protection tactic. Because you don't want your children to grow up in that type of environment and have your children learn those chains and pass it on to their children. That's my point. So back to frequency. I told you this one's going to be long. So when you can do this and you can let go of these things and let go of these people, then you're actually raising your frequency. Because those people are bringing you down, bringing your vibration down. And this is why people call me cruel. But I'm not cruel. I just don't want to be attached to people that are continually hurting me. I mean, speak your mind, speak your peace, but you do not have to put up with that shit. You don't. You can be in the same house and not even have a conversation with them. And this is where the energetic problem comes in, is because when you're in the same house, they'll try to fucking drag you down to their bullshit again. And speak your truth. If they hurt you, speak your truth. If they don't like it, they'll manipulate the whole situation when they're in front of other people. But you know the truth. And that's all that matters. Speak your truth. Don't overextend. Let it go after you've spoken your truth. And then just quiet your mind, center yourself, and let it go. Now, don't ever, this is like, to me, this will only find the right people that it needs to find. And in all honesty, before you pass this on to someone else, think how that person is, if you feel energetically aligned with them, because you can feel this. You can feel their energy, if you will, if it feels light and airy when you're around people, but they're still caught in their own dilemmas and dramas, then pass it along to them. But if you feel like weighed down upon and you think this might help them, that's their energy weighing on you, but there's something in the hidden, in the unseen, that's not apropos for this situation. So, here we are. Almost 45 minutes. I thought it was only going to be 35. But my point is this, people. You can feel the energy on people. You really can. You truly can. Even on strangers. You can feel their energy too. And this is why you're dodging some people and talking to some people, because your energy can sense good energy or bad energy. If people are having a good day or a bad day, and you can sense these things on people, but when they're really negative energies, this is where your gut tells you to stay away. This is where your gut tells you to walk the other way, and you should fucking listen to that. Sorry, I didn't mean to get all snappy. So anyway, so maybe this is for future people, I don't know. Whoever this reaches at this time, well, whoever it reaches, it will reach. But I woke up listening to this song called This Is a Journey into Sound. And it's about how someone raises their frequency and realizes the chains that are holding them down actually can break those chains and rise up. Maybe not in your physical life, but in your ethereal body, in your human body. And then that way it will help you find your I am, and your I am that of the Father, because that's ultimately where you want to go. Maybe, not maybe, but I hope this helps you. Scratch the maybe. I hope this helps you find who you truly are. And may you find what you're looking for. Blessed be. My love to all. And so it is.